It's late. You're finally drifting off. Your thoughts are getting soft and strange. The room is gone. You're sinking into that warm, heavy place right before sleep, and then your whole body lurches. A jolt. Like you missed a step on a staircase that wasn't there. Your heart is pounding. You're wide awake again. And for half a second, you were absolutely certain you were falling. Almost everyone alive has felt this. And almost nobody knows what it actually is, or why your own brain does it to you every single night. Tonight we find out. It has a name. It's called a hypnic jerk, sometimes a sleep start. And it is one of the most common experiences in the entire human species. Studies suggest somewhere between 60 and 70% of people experience them. That's not a glitch in a few unlucky brains. That's most of humanity. And here's the first strange clue. When you're a kid, they happen constantly. Some children get 4 to 7 of these an hour. By the time you're old, they fade down to maybe 1 or 2. Whatever this reflex is, it's strongest when we're young, and it quietly switches itself off as we age. So what is your body actually doing in that moment? To understand it, we have to talk about what really happens when you fall asleep, because it is not the gentle fade out you think it is. You probably picture falling asleep like a light slowly dimming. Smooth, gradual. It's not. Inside your brainstem, there are 2 systems locked in a fight every single night. One is your arousal system, the part that keeps you alert, alive, on guard. For your entire waking day, it wins. The other is your sleep system, slowly building pressure, whispering, let go, shut down. And at the exact moment you fall asleep, control gets handed over from one to the other, from awake to off. That handoff is not always clean. For a split second, the system is unstable, caught between 2 states. Think of it like a relay race where the baton gets fumbled. Your muscles are powering down. Your brain is letting go of control of your body. And in that flicker of chaos, a sudden burst of signals fires out of your brainstem, races down your spinal cord, and slams into your muscles. Arms, legs, sometimes your whole body. That burst is the jerk. Scientists trace it to sudden bursts, coming from a deep, ancient part of your brainstem, the reticular formation, firing precisely because the system is unstable during that wake-to-sleep switch. But that only tells us how it fires. It doesn't tell us the weirdest part, the falling. Why does it feel like falling? Why a staircase? Why the drop? Here's the leading idea. As you fall asleep, your muscles go slack. Your muscle tension drops. Your blood pressure dips. Your body is physically going limp. And your half-asleep brain misreads it. It feels all that tension suddenly vanish. And it doesn't think, we're relaxing. For a moment it thinks, we're falling. The body is going limp because we're dropping through the air. So it does the only thing a survival machine knows how to do. It panics. It fires an emergency contraction, a violent muscle clench, to catch you, to grab something, to stop the fall. There is no fall. There is no staircase. You are safe in your bed. But your brain doesn't know that. It reacted to a threat that was never real and yanked you back to full consciousness to save your life from nothing. That's why so many people get a quick flash of a dream right before a stumble, a trip, a missed step. Your brain is writing a story in real time to explain a falling sensation it invented. Okay, but why would a brain be wired to fear falling this much? Why is we're dropping the emergency it reaches for first? Here's the explanation you've probably heard. Millions of years ago, our ancestors slept in trees. If you relaxed too much, you'd slip off the branch and fall to your death. So, the story goes, evolution built in a reflex, a jolt to catch yourself before you dropped. And the hypnic jerk is the ghost of that reflex, still firing in your safe modern bed. It's a beautiful story. It feels true. But here's what most videos won't tell you. There's no real scientific evidence for it. None. It's a hypothesis, an educated guess, that got repeated so many times it started to sound like fact. We genuinely do not know if your nightly jerk has anything to do with ancient trees. And honestly, The real answer is more humbling. Scientists still aren't sure exactly why this happens. Whether it's a misfire, a harmless side effect of your brain switching modes, or some leftover reflex. That question is, right now, unresolved. One of the most universal experiences in human life. And the truth is, the science isn't finished. That's not a failure. That's just how close we are to the edge of what we know about our own minds. So if you get these a lot, what's going on? Researchers have found some clear triggers. And notice the pattern. Caffeine, nicotine, stimulants late in the day, stress and anxiety, sleep deprivation, and intense exercise too close to bedtime. See the theme? Every single one of those keeps your arousal system fired up, exactly when it's supposed to be powering down. You're forcing your brain to slam on the brakes while it's still flooring the accelerator. The harder that fight at the handoff, the bigger the jolt. And the most important thing to know, in almost every case, hypnic jerks are completely harmless. They are not a seizure. They are not a sign something is wrong with you. They are, as far as we can tell, a normal feature of a healthy brain falling asleep. If you want fewer of them, the fix is boring but real. Less caffeine late, wind down before bed, give your brain a calmer, slower handoff into sleep. So tonight, when you're finally drifting off, and your whole body suddenly lurches, and for half a second you're sure you're falling, you'll know you're not falling. You never were. That's just two ancient systems in your brainstem trading control of your body. And for one tiny, clumsy moment, your own mind got scared it was losing you and reached out to catch you. That's the hidden weirdness of being human. I'm synaptic. Sleep well. If your brain just did something weird that you've never questioned. That's the whole channel. Subscribe, and let's keep finding out why.